Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport bringing you Access to Bluegrass, a bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station and Harper Run Communication Arts of Battle Creek, Michigan, and by the Great Northern Music Store and Getting Picky Music Store of Howard City, Michigan. And we want to thank everybody out there for all of the nice telephone calls and emails and letters that we've been getting. We really appreciate that to no end. So for the next half hour, sit back and enjoy a good bluegrass show. Thank you.
Looking back to see if you were looking back at me. You're as cute as you can be, standing looking back at me. And it was plain to see that I'd enjoy your company. One Sunday afternoon when I was driving down the street, I saw a cute little girl all dressed up so sweet. And the way that she was stacked, I wish I had a Cadillac. But who noticed me in this rusty Model T? I was looking back to see if you were looking back to see if I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. You're as cute as you can be, standing looking back at me. And it was plain to see that I'd enjoy your company.
Well, listen, baby, it don't matter to me. Even in your Model T, you're as cute as you can be. If you'll take me for a ride, I will sit close by your side, and I will guarantee we'll have fun on man alive. I was looking back to see if you were looking back to see if I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. You're as cute as you can be, standing looking back at me. And it was plain to see that I'd enjoy your company. Oh me, oh gee,
oh gee, perhaps you'd notice me if I wasn't driving this Model T.
I was
Looking back to see if you were looking back to see if I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. You're as cute as you can be, standing looking back at me. And it was plain to see that I'd enjoy your company. Yes, it was plain to see that I'd enjoy your company.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, folks. We're here to share some of our good old country and gospel and bluegrass music with you. We're going to do one right now. It's an old harmony song that Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens wrote called Somewhere Between.
Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high it reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you, I love you so much I can't let you go. And sometimes I believe you love me. And somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a door without any key. Somewhere between somewhere between me and you.
Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a bond I don't understand. It's there for a while, then it fades like a smile, and I'm lost in the middle again. Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window
That I can't see through.
there's a wall so high
It reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you.
there's a wall so high
It reaches the sky.
somewhere
Between me and you. Somewhere between.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we do a lot of farm music as well. We're gonna do one of those farm songs right now about my monster John Deere.
Anybody out there ever drove one of them green tractors?
I thought so.
Oh, I thought there was one or two of them out there. She likes red ones, but I like
Yes, I
them
do.
green ones. This was written by an old friend of mine by the name of Marvin Rainwater, believe it or not. When I look in the mirror of my monster John Deere, see an ocean of black dirt behind, and I get the feeling I'm doing something for this great country of mine. I pull 16 bottoms off Pittsburgh steel, turning God's green earth for mankind. When I'm breaking the ground, you sure know that I'm around. When I let that green stallion unwind. Now the stock market's down, and a dollar's not too sound, but I hear Paul Harvey say, if it weren't for the farmer, this world would surely starve, and it makes for a much brighter day. Now the sun's coming up, I think I'll have another cup, while I watch that smoke rolling black as coal. Then I'll just sing along with a good old country song, coming from a John Deere tractor radio. I pull 16 bottoms off Pittsburgh steel, leave an ocean of black dirt behind, and I get the feeling I'm doing something for this great country of mine.
He's showing off now.
Now those great amber waves are making black dirt slaves out of me and the rest of my kin. But with the sweat from our brow and some Yankee know-how, gonna put that old wheat crop in the bin. 'Cause there's hungry kids a-crying for that bread and some are dying, 'cause their daddy's got his back to the wall. Well, I'd like to take a rest, but the world is starved to death. Sometime I think I gotta feed 'em all. I pull 16 bottoms off Pittsburgh steel, leave an ocean of black dirt behind, and I get the feeling that I'm doing something for this great country of mine. Lord, I get the feeling that I'm doing something for this great country of mine.
My monster John
Big old John Deere.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We're gonna move right along and do a little Johnny Cash song I'd like to do for
I thought you were gonna do Dolly Parton.
Honey, I don't do Dolly Parton.
Why not?
You know I don't fit the mold.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a Johnny Cash song. This is called Tennessee Flat Top Box. In a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from miles around, and all the girls from there to Austin was slipping away from home and putting jewelry in hot to take a trip. You go and listen to the little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Well, he couldn't ride a wrangle, and he never cared to make a dime, but give him his guitar, and he'd be happy all the time. And all the girls,
I like the girls.
from 9 to 90 was snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him don't stop, and hypnotized and fascinated by the little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Then one day he was gone, and no one ever saw him round. He vanished like the breeze. They forgot him in that little town, but all the girls
Still like the girls.
still dreamed about him. And they hung around that cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day, on the hit parade, was that little gray-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play.
Did you hear her call me a little gray-haired boy?
Well, I did lie about the little part, I guess, didn't I?
You know where you go for lying, don't you?
Oh, I certainly do. Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure you knew.
We got a fundraiser song coming up. It's one that if we could just implement this little song, we could make a lot of money. It's called "There's a $5 Fine for Whining."
Now we're a fun-loving crowd, kinda rowdy and loud. Our guitars won't play no sad songs, so don't come in here and whine in my ear, 'cause I don't care about who done who wrong. We've got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come in, if it ain't on your mind to have a good time, y'all come back and see us again. Now we don't really care about your clothes or your hair.
No, we don't care.
This party is open to all. We like a good joke, and you can go out back if you got to smoke.
Yeah.
We got just one rule on the wall. We got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come in, if it ain't on your mind to have a good time, y'all come back and see us again. Now there's too many fools
That's right.
making too many rules. That's one thing you can't say about us, 'cause we all get along when we sing the same song. There's just one thing that causes a fuss. We got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come if it ain't on your mind to have a good time. Y'all come back and see us again. All right.
$5 fine. Now we could make some money. Couldn't we make a bunch of money if we could just do that?
Yeah,
If we could just make them pay up, huh?
yeah.
Well, you know, go, what's that?
I know. Are you getting ready to do that song about
That
the ugly
love song.
kids?
Well, the
Yeah,
love song. Well,
yeah.
we have to do a love song in every program.
The name of that song is going to be Ugly Kids. The reason our kids are ugly, but the reason our kids are ugly is because they took after her grandma.
My grandma.
Yeah, your grandma. Ole and Lena. Ole, you know who Ole
See,
is?
no, he is.
Lena's her grandma. You know, the fact is when Ole and Lena got married, after the ceremony was over, Ole goes over to the preacher and he says, I owe you some money. He said, how much money do I owe you? And the preacher said, well, I don't have a set fee for this. We go by how beautiful is the bride.
Whoa.
Old Ole looked over at Lena for a minute and he says, my goodness. And he reached his pocket, he pulled out a $1 bill and he handed it to the preacher. Preacher looked over Lena for a minute and reached in his pocket and he gave Ole back 50 cents.
Well, that's pretty ugly, I guess.
Anyway.
This is the mushiest love song we know. It's called
You're
the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly.
You're the reason I'm riding around on recap tires.
You're the reason I'm hanging our clothes outside on wires.
You're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, and I love you just the same. You're the reason I switched from beer to soda pop.
When was that? Well, you're the reason I never get to go to the beauty shop.
Didn't do no good anyway.
No.
You're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, and I love you just the same.
I guess that we won't ever have everything we need.
'Cause every time we get ahead, we got another mouth to feed.
Another one. You're the reason that my good looks and my figure have gone.
It kind of crept away, didn't it?
I'll say.
You're the reason we've been deep in debt so
Not me.
long. Ugly little darling. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, and I love you just the same.
You know, Tex,
What?
you really ought to go change that shirt.
Why is that?
It's ugly and it stinks.
Well, you bought it for me.
Well, it was pretty in the store hanging
Yeah.
on that rack, but I brought it home and you put it on and now it's ugly.
Well, you know, you got a lot of nerve talking
I
to
do
me
have a
about how
lot
I
of
look
nerve
anyway.
living with you.
Yeah. You know, all day long you've been running around that raggedy old nightgown, them curlers in your hair.
What are you talking about?
Didn't even put the weed eater back in the shed after you shaved your legs.
I did too.
Oh, no,
And
you
you're
didn't.
complaining again. I'm going to charge you $5.
You got nerve talk about how I look?
Let me just explain things to
I
you,
wish you
dear.
would.
Well, you see, I stay home all day long and I work hard
You do.
and I mop those dirty floors and
You do.
I take care of your ugly kids and
They're your
I
ugly
change.
kids.
No, they're yours. And I change those dirty diapers and
Yeah.
I wash out their dirty diapers and maybe that's why your shirt stinks. Oh well. Anyway, after all that, you think I'm supposed to look like a movie star, I suppose, huh?
Oh, you kind of do, you know.
I do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you look like old Phyllis Diller.
No. And I want to know how come the kids had to all take after you. It just
They
ain't
didn't.
fair.
They
It
didn't.
ain't
They
fair.
took after you and your grandma.
They're ugly like you and they
No,
misbehave
you
like
and
you.
old grandma.
Nope, just like you.
No.
Oh yeah? What about that little redhead over there?
Which one's
The one
that?
in the front row, the one that chews tobacco.
Oh, I'm so ashamed of her.
You ought to be.
Yeah, I've been trying for a month to teach her to spit, and all she does is let it run down her chin.
Oh man, what are you gonna teach her next week?
I ain't telling. You're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling. Oh, but looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, and I love you just the same. You're the reason our kids are ugly, little darling.
Your fault.
But as long as you can cook, I don't care how you look, and I love you just the same. Kids all took her after her grandma. Shame, shame, shame.
Well, let's do a little more serious song. This is an old Mac Wiseman song that we like to do called...
Well, it goes back further than that. It goes
That's
clear
true,
back
it
to
does.
1933 with Rudy Valley, but we're going to do it anyway.
Long before my time.
I was driving down a lonesome road one dark and stormy night when a little girl by the roadside showed up in my headlight. I stopped and she got in the back, and in a shaky tone she said, "My name is Mary, won't you take me home?" She must have been so frightened, all alone there in the night. There was something strange about her, her face was deathly white. She sat so pale and silent in the back seat alone. I never will forget the time I took Mary home. I pulled into the driveway where she told me to go. Got out to help her from the car and opened up the door. I just could not believe my eyes, 'cause the back seat was bare. I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. Shone from the porch, the lady opened up the door. I asked about the little girl I was searching for. In sadness, she gently smiled and brushed a tear away. She said, "It sure was nice of you to go out of your way." But 13 years ago tonight, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and oh, we miss her so. So thank you for your trouble and the kindness you've shown. You're the 13th one who's been here, bringing Mary home. Thank you.
That a pretty one? That's a pretty one. We're going to do a little happy song right now. This is a patriotic song that was written by Woody Guthrie back in the 30s or 40s, I think. Y'all know this one. Sing along if you want.
Yeah, sing along with us.
It's called This Land Is Your Land. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This
was made for you and me.
We're gonna pick it now.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Everybody sing it one more
This
time.
land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest
To the Gulf Stream
waters.
This land was made for you
And me. This land was made for you and me.
This land was made for you
And me. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like the old clock on the wall's caught up with us, and it's time to pack up our gear and get out of here and let another fine program come on. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate the cards and letters and emails and telephone calls, whatever. We really appreciate those folks. It makes this all worthwhile. And we want to thank our people behind the scenes, our whole crew. There's a bunch of them, so I can't name all of them. Until next time, this is DJ Davenport wishing you and yours the very, very best. And take care of one another. You couldn't take care of nicer people. Bye.